The Leafs have won 3 straight games. That's the first good thing. They're 8-1-1 in their last 10, 9-1-1 in their last 11, and they just beat a divisional opponent, the Buffalo. I mean, not the greatest divisional opponent, but they beat a divisional opponent, the Buffalo Sabres, 4-3. It's a good game to go to. It was a good one. Usually I'm bad with picks, but this one was a good one. Now, this game had a little bit of everything going on. I can give this, I was kind of thinking of ways to talk about it while the game was going on. First period couldn't have gone any worse for the Leafs. It was the worst period that could have happened. They go down 2-0 and they lose Morgan Riley. And that Morgan Riley thing scares the living tar out of me. The team is playing well. They're in a playoff spot right now. You lose arguably one of your best defensemen. Okay, your biggest minute taker. That's scary because back in junior he did have an AC. I think it was an ACL issue with that right leg, and that's what happened here today. I don't know if it's an ACL issue. I hope it didn't aggravate it or anything. I hope it's not too serious. I hope he can just need some rest with it and come back the next day being A-okay. That was an awful period because when I saw him leave, and I'm like, oh gosh, these defensive pairings, even with Riley in the lineup, scared the living tar out of Leaf fans. Now Riley's not here, and they have to jumble that. This might not go well. I don't know what Babcock or whoever talked in the dressing room, or if anybody talked in the dressing room, whatever they did, whatever they said, oh my goodness, because it worked. It worked, and the guys, cause even Freddie didn't look good in that first period. Soft goals, just, the giveaway. Still kind of think there might have been interference on the play because he kind of couldn't get set, right? He was out of the crease, so maybe that was a thing. I don't know. I don't know what they were looking at, what their ruling was. And then, obviously, the 2-0 goal, which, was just I think it was just a wrist shot or a slap shot that just went under his pad, or he just missed it with his pad. And then Riley goes down. It's just like a whole mass, just all blows up in the face. But the guys come out in that second period. Literally, 32 seconds in, Nazem Kadri comes down the left wing, puts the puck on net. Leo Komarov driving the net hard, puts a stick on it, hits a few things, and then finds its way into the back of the net, making it a 2-1 game. Leo's 8th of the year, assisted by, obviously, Kadri. And William Nylander picks up an assist on that goal. So that's great news there. And 7 minutes later, from a garbage angle, the man, the sniper, the legend, Matt Martin. A lot of people, when he got signed, were like, this is an awful signing. The guy doesn't get points. What is this? Well, if you know what you need to win, you don't just get a bunch of guys who can put the puck in the net. That's great. Having guys like that are fantastic. And the Leafs have a bunch of them. But you need guys that can protect and can hit and penalty kill. That's what Matt Martin is. That's what Frederick Gauthier is. I understand we drafted him in the first round, which is but we have them. And Matt Martin just took an awful angle, just said, you know what? Forget it. Ugh! Just fired it to the net, and it found a way through Robin Lehner. Tied game at 2s. And that's nice. Oh, wait. Just a minute, just under 2 minutes later, beautiful play by Zach Hyman to, get the puck behind the net, doing Zach Hyman things, just rummaging around, and sees, or was that Connor Brown? I don't know. So, you know what? They both got assists. They're both beauties. Someone, either one of the two, fired it to the front of the net. Austin Matthews all alone, and, Lehner's on the post. Therefore, Matthews has about half a net to shoot at, and he decides to go bar down and make it look beautiful. Oh, that was gorgeous. 3. That was 3-2 Leafs now. And they hold on. They hold on after 2 periods. They're leading 3-2 now. No one expected that after being down 2-0, Freddie not looking good, and losing Morgan Riley. None of that felt good. Third period rolls around. Quiet for most of the period. Leafs get a power play. Zach Bogosian throws down. I think it was Connor Brown, and Hyman's right up in his face. Like, yo, man, what the heck was that for? Looking up at him because he's massive. And And then literally on the power play, not long, probably less than 30 seconds into the power play, James Van Riemsdyk, they say he's one of the best from close range, and that goal shows they aren't kidding. From an angle about, oh God, how far would you say? About a few meters from, like, alongside of the net, and goes, I wouldn't even say bar down, he hit the top part of the net where the water bottle usually sits, hit that, the side of the net, and then back out, like that. That was beautiful. That was gorgeous. He scores his 16th of the year, assisted by Marner and Nikita Zaitsev. That's beautiful. Great news there. And, look at that, guys. Marner, Matthews, and Nylander get assists. Hyman and Brown continue to rip it up. Nikita Zaitsev had a fantastic game in this one. He looked really... And you know what? We got to keep giving credit to this guy because he's still playing fantastic. And if he can keep doing it, I'm going to keep praising him. Jake Gardiner is looking great. And now with Morgan Rielly out for, let's assume a substantial amount of time. And if it's not, great. If he's out for a substantial time, Jake Gardiner is most likely going to be that guy to step up next. Not just because they're great buddies. They're kind of the same player. They got that offensive sense and that Jake Gardiner defense. Well, yeah, sure, let's go with that. But you know what? Today, he did a great job. 29 minutes, a career high for him. And he looked very good on both sides of the puck. Had a couple good shots on nets and made some really good defensive plays. Jake Gardiner looked very good in this one, guys, and I can't stop praising him because he's been fantastic. Now, William Carrier closes the game with just under 3 minutes to go. Leaf fans are thinking, oh boy, here we go. But the guys did a great job of not letting Buffalo really set up and get a bunch of shots on Freddie. They boxed them out. They kept him to the outside. Didn't let them really set up. Whenever they kind of set up, the Leafs intercepted a pass and fired it, out of the... They didn't fire it all the way down because it would have been icing, but they got the puck out. And they did a great job late in the game. I understand they gave up one. Oh, well. The guy came, he batted it out of midair, literally. So, you got to give him credit for that. So, great game overall by the Leafs. They're in a playoff spot. They are 1 point behind the Boston Bruins. 1 point. Ottawa's still tied with us because they beat St. Louis today. But we are 1 point behind Boston with 5 games in hand. Bottom line, we need 1 point in 5 games to find this win. To tie the Bruins and jump into second place. Sounds pretty good to me. So you know what, guys? That's going to do it for this one. If you guys enjoyed the video and you enjoyed the game, because it was a great one to watch, hit that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys haven't already. And comment down below what you guys thought of the game. Who impressed you? What do you think about Morgan Rielly being out? Who's going to step up? Is Frankie Corrado going to get that time? Okay, obviously scratched again today. He did get called up. Probably going to find his way into the lineup next game. Unless miraculously Morgan Rielly's fine. Let me know what you guys thought. Think of the upcoming game against the New York Rangers, but we are at home. Last time we did beat the Rangers, actually, so that was a great thing. Let me know what you guys think, and we'll talk to you guys tomorrow night, Raptors edition, Raptors Sixers, and Thursday night Leafs edition, Leafs Rangers. And also I got to fire out a Blue Jays video for you guys because, Jose's back, baby. Well, it's not 100% official, so we might wait for that because he's pending physical. We'll wait till all that's done before we officially say right down he is signed back with the Jays. But we'll talk to you guys, at the very earliest tomorrow. Philadelphia 76ers, Toronto Raptors, and Thursday, Leafs Rangers. Talk to you guys then. See ya.